So till now we have completed all the operations, like how we are performing, like is while building a stack and while following a stack, right? So three type of operations we have covered here, right? Now, if you are following other YouTube videos, right, you might be having a confusion like, Ashwini, they are telling in that manner, like function calling itself, like print calling print in this PDF, right? So, but let me make you understand one thing. I'm telling you the best way of understanding this, because believe me, if this is a two or four line of code, then this statement like for method calling itself will help you. But when you are working with to the big problem like tree and graph, this statement will not help you until unless you are not having an internal knowledge of how compiler put your method calls into the stack and how it will be moved. So now if you have once this method implementation or stack implementation knowledge, right, then you can solve any recursion question. Okay, so from this video we are solving a lot of recursion questions. Okay, so do not worry about it. If you haven't understand till now, do not worry about it. Okay, so now what is the today's question is, today question is you have to find out the factorial of 5 and your answer is 120, right? I already told you. So let me write it down once more for you. Okay, what is a factorial of 5? That is 120. And how you can calculate it at that, you can calculate 5 into 4 factorial, right? Now the one important point I have told you while discussing these nodes, like assume my function work before writing my function definition. So why I am just focusing again and again this point, because this is very important when we are working with the factorials, because you have to assume your function is already working, right? This is funny, but yeah, you have to assume your function is already working. Okay, first point, and you have to find out the repetitive work in your code. That's why when you make a relation of that equation, some kind of equation, then only you are able to solve the recursive problem. So I just assume like this is working for 4, then a 5, then it will give me the factorial of 4. But what is a my variable? Sorry, my repeated work. I need to find out the factorial. So integer, and I will say here some kind of b and fact. Okay, so it is working for 5 factorial, right? Now I need to find out the factorial of 4, but it is already working. In that case, what should I do? I will do n minus 1. Like in previous cases when we are printing 5 4 3 2 1, right? So we are doing n minus 1. Why? Because in that case we are assuming it worked for 5 and we are doing work for n minus 1. So here also it is working for 5 and we are doing work for n minus 1. Okay, and integer res. So what you will do now, and into here b. Okay, and return res. This is your question, right? Okay, you can ask me, hey Ashwini, this is you can solve. Okay, I got it, but what will be the base case? So let me make you understand. So if you write like this, like 5 4 3 2 1, you are calculating till 1, right? Because 0 factorial value is 1. You know that, you read basic, you have basics, right? So if you tell like if n equals to 1, then return. And what you want to return? You want to return 1. Otherwise if you return 0, then it will all become 0. Okay, so let me write a code for you, but before writing a code, let me make you understand the method calls and stack. Okay, so let me write, this is for main, this call is for main. Now let's understand this. This is very important. So you make this call, and you know that what I told you while discussing a nodes, when you are calling your method one entry, Okay, compiler will make a one copy of your method with the variable you are using in it. So what variable you are using? N equals to 5 and b. In b you have this statement. In b you have this statement fact. Okay, it means it is a halt and it is a calling statement. So it's calling itself. So b is waiting to another call, that is n equals to 4 and b. Again, this is a halt and b is waiting to n equals to 3. Okay, and here again b, and it is waiting, right, to n equals to 2 and b equals to, b is waiting for an answer because it's called other method, right? Not other method, it's calling itself, but it is waiting to that return and give some answer. Okay, and n equals to 1, and here also b again waiting to n equals to nothing. Okay, this call will not happen. Let me remove this because we have put a base condition. Okay, now here you know that n equals to 1, right? This method calling will store in this, the compiler store this method activation record in the stack, but whenever as soon as possible found n equals to 1, because the value is 1 here, right? So what it will do, value is 1, so what it will do, it will return a 1 here, but it will return 1. So as you can check, it will return 1, and what you are doing 1 here, what you are doing 1 into 2, and after calculation it is 2, so you are returning that 2 here. So what it will become, you are making a calculation here, 2 into 3, so it become 6, so you are returning that 6 here. So it become a calculation 4 into 6 equals to 24, so that 24 here. So what it is a calculation, it is 5 into 24, so 4 5 is 20, and it is to 120. Okay, and this 120 you are returning to your main method call. So this is your answer. I hope this is making sense and this is a perfect explanation. Okay, because whenever you check any YouTube videos and all, they will not explain you this method stack. Okay, they will not explain because it is very simple to say, like fact is calling itself, fact is calling itself, factor return, factor return. It is very simple to say, but this is an actual thing. If you understand this, then I can assure you, you will not have any problem in future. Okay, now let me write this code. So what we are saying, introduction. Now I'm making a new file for fact. Okay, let's make it, and I will say main, and let me write a function for it, dedicated function for integer and factorial. Yt is coming again integer n. Okay, now let me write it fast. Okay, so what my work is, integer p equals to factorial n minus 1 Ashwini, and return, or let me write again, b result equals to n into b, or return res. Okay, and going for the base case, if n equals to 1, okay, return what, 1. So run it after calling from here, factorial 5. Okay, run fact. So what will be the answer? Okay, let me do one thing, cut and out, paste. Okay, and remove this. Run. Output is 120 as you can see in a console. Okay, I hope this is something new you are reading, like learning from here. Okay, if you like this video, do subscribe and hit the like button, and if you want to ask something, comment it down. I will cover that question. Okay, now I will see you in the next video.